What's up, everybody? What's going on, guys? My TTG fam, how you guys all doing here this evening? What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope everybody had a nice day today. Today was a nice day for me. I left a ton of money on the table today. Today could have been a monstrosity of a day. Could have been one of my biggest days in a while. I left so much money on the table on NCTY. It's ridiculous. And then I also missed out on a lot on QS. If I held on to NCTY and if I caught the QS trade, could have been a huge day, but I'm not going to cry over spilt milk. I'm not going to get upset that I didn't make more. Today was a great day. I was 2 for 2 today, guys. NCTY and then GHSI. And the theme continues. Which was, if you guys caught my live stream yesterday, what was the theme? These small, really cheap stocks are actually trading really well. Now, I don't usually trade these stocks that trade like below $1, but man, they are trading unbelievable. GHS, it's like that 70 to 80 cent stock, and then it just goes right to $1. Okay, 70, 80 cents goes right to $1. It's like a 70-cent stock. It gaps up to 80. It goes right to $1. It's like clockwork. There's for the last week, and all my money yesterday was on those real cheap stocks, and then again today, GHSI, big win, 20% gain. Where I made the bulk of my money today, and then I made some money on NCTY, and I left a ton of money on the table. So what we're going to do today, we're going to recap those two trades, and the Democrats have taken control of the Senate. And what does that mean for cannabis stocks? Guys, MSOS, the ETF for the U.S. Operators, huge gap up today. CURLF, Green Thumb, TrueLeaf, Cresco Labs, all those stocks in focus. TerraSen, all those stocks in focus today. I'm going to be bringing on the Wolf of Weed Street himself later on this live stream to going to be bringing on the Wolf of Weed Street later on this live stream to talk to you guys about the cannabis sector. Okay, that's Jason Spatafor, the leading voice on the cannabis space, to talk to you guys about what does this mean now for the U.S. cannabis sector. You also had a lot of the Canadian stocks all gapped up higher today. They traded higher on the back of that Democrats taking over control of the Senate because they view it as a more likelihood of there being some federal deregulation or decriminalization and with regards to cannabis. Okay. And that's why you saw that. And it's funny because all these Canadian stocks all moved higher today. Irrelevant. They have nothing to do with this legislation in the U.S. These companies do not have the capital to expand operations into the U.S. You have Canopy Growth is probably the only one that's really positioned to really take advantage of the U.S. Deregulation. But you have all your U.S. companies which do not yet trade on a major exchange, which maybe over the next couple of years with this Democrat-controlled Senate, maybe you do have able to be some of these stocks could actually get listed on a major exchange like a CURLF, Green Thumb, TrueLeaf, Cresco Labs. We're going to talk about all that later on this live stream. So we got a good one in store for you guys today. 2 for 2 trading small caps for me today. And then we're going to talk about cannabis stocks exploding and what does this shift in control of the Senate mean for the cannabis sector. We're going to talk all about that. Guys, welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. If you are brand new, subscribe to the channel. Okay, subscribe to the channel. Click, make sure you guys turn on your notifications. Okay, make sure you guys never miss out on any of these live streams. I'm always posting, or I'm always sharing golden nuggets of information with you guys on these live streams. So you want to make sure that you don't miss out. And of course, smash that like button if you guys haven't done so already. My name is Michael Edward. I am the head trader at True Trading Group. Began my career working for a fund on Wall Street. Taught me everything it is that I implement in my trading today. And that's the same info I share with you on these lives and as a member of True Trading Group. So guys, welcome. We're streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. I hope you guys all had a great day today. I'm going to start this live off same way that we start off every live stream, and that is with an open floor blanket Q&A. Guys, go ahead, fire away. Ask me some questions. I'm going to give some time for people to join us on the stream, and then we are going to dive in and recap my trades and talk about some cannabis plays. All right, so Paul Stam says, will volatility go up now that we have Democrat control? Let me actually check the futures, because it's actually funny with what happened today, and I'll actually talk to you guys about this briefly. Let's see. No, we're higher. We're higher. We're half a point higher now. No, so what happened here today, guys? What I actually think we saw, I don't think you're going to get. It's a balancing act. It's a balancing act between what's more important. Is the market more excited about, with a Democrat-controlled Senate now, with the Democrat clean sweep owning all the different branches? Is it better now that you're going to have bigger stimulus, or is that better than the worry of higher taxes? And that was the balancing act today that investors had to make up their minds. And they made up their minds that stimulus is way more important. Markets rallied today aggressively early in the morning. Okay, markets rallied aggressive in the morning on hopes of stimulus, because the very first thing that Chuck Schumer said and Biden said was, okay, we're going to get $2,000 checks out. That's going to be our number one priority. So markets rally right off of that news, because that shows, okay, we're going to get more stimulus. That's confirmed, and the markets ripped off the fact that we're going to get more stimulus. Okay, the centric Democrats become very, very important now in the Senate, and there were a couple of moderate or centric Democrats that were already talking about possibly not supporting any large tax hikes. So if that's the case, you may not get the big increase in taxes that Biden had talked about on his campaign trail if you don't have the moderate or the centric Democrats, because it's not like they have overwhelming majority control in the Senate where they can just pass through whatever they want. You're still going to have to get a decent amount of votes from the other side of the aisle. All right. So markets looked at it as, we may not get just that, hey, do whatever you want, raise taxes as high as you want type of thing, because and the markets looked at, okay, we're going to get higher stimulus, and they celebrated that. So so far so good. Markets are still holding up well. You had some craziness happen today. Markets are holding up well. Things still look really good. How much will the dollar be worth after all this stimulus? 75 cents, LOL. Listen, I think the dollar has more downside. It's going to be very expensive to take a trip to Europe or the UK. That's for sure. I think the dollar can go. Yeah, I think you could be looking at 80 cents compared to others. Yeah. Ethan says, is this a day trading group? Ethan, we are a day trading group, but we are also a swing trading group. We trade stocks, we trade options, we trade ETFs, we trade small caps, we trade mid caps, we trade large caps, we day trade, and we swing trade every single day. Okay. Every single day, we are calling out day trades and swing trades, stocks, and options, right, on a daily basis. Colin says, thoughts on energy sector and infrastructure. Major bullish on these areas. So I've been talking to you guys how I thought the energy sector was going to be one of the top performers of 2021, and oil today broke over $50 a barrel. I'm bullish on oil, on the energy sector. I'm bullish now with Democrat control. I'm bullish on the clean energy space, electric vehicles, clean energy. Infrastructure, big on that. You should get a large infrastructure spending bill that gets passed next year. And look at what happened with U.S. Steel today, ticker symbol X. Absolute monster of a move today. So, Freeport is another one. FCX is going to be one that you're going to want to pay attention to. U.S. Steel, a lot of those infrastructure stocks. Also take a look at like Caterpillar as another one. Honeywell are just a couple of companies that you guys might want to take a little bit of a look at. I've actually got a little, what do I've got here? Stanley, Black & Decker, Caterpillar, Honeywell, Generac was another one that I liked. I just got, my research and stuff that I've got here where I kind of, before I go into and start to buy different stocks. But yeah, I'm bullish on both of those sectors, Colin. Thomas Nielsen, Mike, please explain your thoughts on why the markets didn't crash when news about what was happening in DC came out. I thought for sure it would. Because why would the markets crash? Why would the markets crash? It's nothing. The markets didn't crash when you had, riots across the country, when all the, with the civil unrest that took place over the summer, the markets didn't crash then. It was a little uneasy, but it's not a reason for the markets to crash. What does that have to do with the vaccine distribution? What does that have to do with fiscal stimulus? What does it have to do with monetary policy? What does it have to do, with earnings from these companies? It doesn't. It doesn't. So there just really isn't a fundamental reason other than optics for the markets to crash from something like that. Let's see. Next question. What do you usually look for when deciding to hold a stock overnight? Usually, Adam, I want to see a stock that, broke above a key level on the daily chart, and it looks like we're going to have a little bit more follow through. Like when I see a stock breaks above a key level on a daily chart, I'll try to maybe hold on to that and see if I can get another, some extra upside the following day. Do you recommend trading with margin? Yes, I use margin. I trade on margin. If you guys have less than $25,000 in your account and you trade on margin, you're going to be bound by the PDT rule. I would think about maybe switching to a cash account until you have over 25 grand in your account, because you will be in a cash account. You're not bound by the PDT rule. Mike, why are all the small caps trading higher with no news? I'm not sure, Chris. I'm not sure. We have had a couple of these stocks that are giving you gap ups without news. Why? I'm not sure, man. I'm really not sure. Honestly, I'm really not sure, but I welcome it because we've got some really good action on some of these small caps lately. Jeff, Mike, do you have any general thoughts or guidance on scanners? Trade Ideas is an excellent scanner. It is included for free with your membership into Trading Group. We have a preset scanner that streams live to all of our members throughout the day. You guys don't need any fancy scan. Like our scan scans for stocks that make new highs of the day, stocks that have unusual volume bursts, leading gappers, and top gainers. I don't scan for anything else that's real, real complex. Daily chart. How many years back do you look? Sam, as long as you need to. Okay. Daily charts, it's not like if there's resistance from 5 years ago, it's no longer relevant. It's still relevant. Okay. Resistance from 5 years ago is as relevant as resistance as a year ago, just as relevant as resistance 3 years ago. You go back as far as you have to. Okay. You go back as far as you have to until you find a level of congestion. Now, understand that when you find levels, okay, the closer levels, or like once a level, so I'm sorry, let me go back. Caught my own tongue there. Let's say 5 years ago, there's resistance at $10. And 5 years ago, the stock breaks, or 3 years ago, the stock breaks through $10, runs all the way to 12, 13, 15, 16, then pulls all the way back down to 12, 11, then goes down to 9, 8, 7, and then all of a sudden it bounces back. And there's resistance at 12 2 years ago. There's resistance at 12 a year ago, and then gapping up. That $12 level is going to be a little bit more more significant than the $10 level, because that $10 resistance level had already been broken. Okay. So once that level is broken, you want to make sure that it still remains relevant, because let's say 10's resistance, it breaks through 10, it pulls back, then 10 support. 10 is support for maybe for a year, then it breaks below it, and then it's resistance for a year, then it breaks above it, then it's support. If that's the case, then you really got to pay attention to that level. But if the stock breaks through the level and then all of a sudden just starts trading through it like it's not even there, that level no longer has significance. So don't be obsessed with levels that are already broken and don't now have significance anymore. Yeah, Patrice Reynolds says, I jumped out of NCTY too early and took a loss. I thought it was going to decline. Can we go over that trade? Yes. Patrice, NCTY was one of my winning trades today. I am going to recap that trade for you. I'm just giving some time for people to log on. I'm taking a couple of Q&As. We'll just do maybe 10 more minutes or so, guys, of 10, 15 minutes of Q&As, and then I'll get into my trade recaps, and then I'll bring on the Wolf, and we can talk about some cannabis stocks. What comes first, trading knowledge or scanning? As a new trader, I thought it was scanning. Bo, I'm not sure I quite understand your question completely. What comes first, trading knowledge or scanning? I would say trading knowledge. I mean, I think it's more important that you get an education before you start learning how to scan, because if you don't have an education, you don't know what to scan for. And when you do scan, whatever information you find, if you don't know how to analyze that information, then the scan, it's going to be irrelevant, right? You want to make sure you know what you're looking at first. What do I think of steel? Bullish. I expect a big infrastructure spending bill this year, and I'm therefore bullish on steel. Let's see. Next question. Yeah, new traders always think the scan will lead them to a winning stock. Yeah, scan. If you don't know what you're doing, you can scan all you want. It's not going to help you because you don't know what you're looking at. Whatever the scan tells you, you don't know what you're doing. Just because a scanner alerts you to a stock doesn't mean that you're going to trade that stock properly. Jeff says, Mike, roughly how many types of setups or chart patterns would you use day to day? Are there 10 common chart patterns, 20, 30, etc.? 20, 30, way too many. Way too many. I would say between 5 and 10. I'd say between 5 and 10. Mike, gold in the near term, up or down? Define near term. Define near term, but I think I'm bullish on gold. I think gold goes up to 2,500 an ounce at least. How long do you stare at a stock before jumping in? Depends. Could be seconds, could be minutes. Depends on the setup. Depends on, I mean, really just depends on the setup, to be completely honest with you. I mean, there's been times I've turned my attention to a stock, and you guys have to understand something. I can analyze a setup within seconds. So to jump in a stock within seconds, I don't recommend that any new or inexperienced trader does that at all. Okay. Nice, Jessica. I made $500 on QS today. Thoughts on it continuing its run tomorrow? Listen, I think as long as QS stays above $61, that stock's got more room to the upside. I told everybody in chat today I thought the stock had a chance to get up into the 70s. And it did just that, got to what, 74, 75, something like that. I just think that you got to be careful looking for the stock to fill the entire gap. That's a big gap. It's got to get back to what, like 85 or 88, something like that was the gap on QS. I just wouldn't be too greedy and looking for that entire move. Donald, do you hold any stock for years at a time? Oh my God, Donald, I own probably 200 different stocks in my long-term portfolio that I've been holding for, I started that thing, I don't know, over 10 years ago. There's a very long list of stocks that I hold for years. Nice. Way to go, Gino. $1,200 today on X. Yes. Great job, Gino. What time are you going to start trading? G. Claire, I'm not trading on this live stream. The market's closed. The market's closed. I'm not trading on this live stream. I just sit in them, guys. I don't really manage them. I just sit in them. Nice. Susie, paid for your lifetime membership today. Boom. That's what I'm talking about, Susie. Great job. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Great job. Paid for your lifetime membership today. I love it. How many trades per day on average should a trader make? Listen, this is going to be a lot of this is going to be personal preference, guys. A lot's going to be personal preference, but I don't know. A busy day for me is 5 or 6 trades. That's a busy day for me. A regular day is probably 3 to 4 trades, and a slow day is 1 to 2 trades. Okay. I would say that's probably my average. Okay. A busy day is 5 or 6 trades for me. But again, I'm a sniper, guys. I'm a sniper. You have some traders that will buy and sell a stock, 25 times throughout the course of the day. That's not my trading style. I try to catch a broader based move in the stock. I'm not like in, I'm out, in, I'm out, in, I'm out, in, I'm out. That's not my style. I like this setup. I'm buying it. Okay. I'm taking profits along the way. Okay. Nice. Slutty XJ says, I joined last night. I bought SNDL, scored 23% gain today, over $1,000 profit. Great job. Great job. Hell yeah. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. That's a taste of much more to come. Welcome to the family. Dennis, today was huge for me. Trading from a small account, I had a P&L of more than $100. First of many, hopefully. Dennis, great job. Great job, my man. $100 a day keeps the job away. Great job. Russell, thanks so much for your advice. I watched your video on bull flags, identified the 9, missed the early one. Oh, okay. NCTY missed the early one, but I got in the dip before the close. Pulled in 43% after hours. You're awesome. No, Russell, you're awesome. You're awesome. Great job, man. Excellent trading. 43% gain on NCTY. Well done, my man. Taking those lessons, putting them right to work. I love it. TNX, 3 out of 4 wins today. Most wins in a day for you. Boom. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. 3 out of 4. We'll take it. Very nicely job. Guy says, finish 3 courses at Christmas weekend, 8 for 10 to start the year. You see what a professional education can do for your trading? This isn't magic, guys. It's not magic. It's just an education. Trading is not as hard as people make it seem. I'm not saying it's easy, but you're smart people. You just need someone to show you how to do it. One sniper, 4 green days in a row. That's what I'm talking about. Great job. Great job. If you guys just have the education, you guys can do this, man. You see all these comments from these people. It's not a coincidence that right after Guy goes through the courses, he's 8 for 10 to start the year. That's not a coincidence. It's just education. That's all it is, guys. Miss Tiny Trader, that's my goal, but I have a ways to go. I made 33 today, but I feel great about it. I also am up $10 on paper for the year. Nice. Listen, baby steps, Miss Tiny Trader, baby steps. Your username fits you. Your username fits you. Baby steps. Ryan Greer, I'm all green for 2021. I love TTG. TTG loves you back, my brother. Ryan Greer. Great start to the year, my man. Keep it up. Great start to the year. Token Nomad, after hearing your talk on bull flags, I did some research on them and spotted one on NGA yesterday, and it broke out today. So props for that. Nice, man. No, props to you for being able to take the education and the information that I provide to you on these live streams. Props to you for being able to take that education and apply it in real time and be able to identify it now in real life scenarios. That's what education is all about. Red M says, when you are trading on a roll, any tips to avoid overtrading and give back profits? Yes. Oh, Evan, nice job. Made 2,300 bucks on Monday. Then the next day, 4,500. Today ended up 3,200. Woo! Nice start to the week, Evan. Hell yeah, man. Nice start to the week. Looking good in them shades, bro, on that icon, that little profile pic. I'm jealous. You look like you're in some nice weather. I'm jealous. Yes. Okay. To the answer to the previous question. Okay, from Red. When you're trading on a roll, any tips to avoid over trading to give back profits? Here's one tip that I can get, or two tips. I'll give you two tips to prevent you from over trading and protecting your profits. First, when you're up good on the day and you're happy with your profits, reduce your risk moving forward. Let's say you risk $1,000 per trade. If that's your risk, and you're up good on the day and you're really happy with your profits, instead of risking $1,000 on per trade moving forward, drop that down to maybe 500 or 750 to reduce your risk moving forward the rest of the day. That can help prevent you from giving back too much of your profits. And then second, set a 50% hard stop for yourself. So if you're up, let's say $2,000 in the morning, if that's a good day for you, set a hard stop at 50% of your P&L, which would be $1,000. So if you give back 1,000 to where you're only up $1,000 on the day, you got to shut your computer down, shut it off. Okay. Those are two things that can help you prevent giving back all of your profits. Nice job. Sridhar Reddy made 25K today. My man. Great job. Great job. Andy says, Mike, X paid for my lifetime membership today. Thankful. Yes. X gon' give it to you. El Poppy, 5 months later of TTG, I can find stocks and trade them by myself. Full TTG education right there. Didn't know nothing about trading 5 months ago. El Poppy, you, my friend, are the poster child for TTG members. Our goal in True Trading Group is to give you a professional education that will allow you to stand on your own 2 feet. Okay. I do not want a bunch of copycat trader followers that just do every single thing that I do and they just follow me blindly. I don't want that. I want a group of army. I want an army of traders that know what to look for, that have an education, that can take the education that I provide to you and apply it in your own trading, and you can help you stand on your own 2 feet. So if God forbid, knock on wood, something happens to me tomorrow, you can still be a consistently profitable trader. That's the goal with True Trading Group. El Poppy, you all, my friend, are the poster child to that. Joe Marshall, much easier to trade when you can bounce your trade idea off a group of professionals as well as a few hundred dedicated traders. Confidence matters. Just upgraded to lifetime. Portfolio is up 60%. Welcome to the lifetime membership, man. You're stuck with me now for life. RJ, made my TG fee in one trade today. One trade is all it takes sometimes, guys. Way to go. Great job. Learning to take profits. There you go, Susan. Nice $300 day. Great job. Great job. Very nice. Love the SPY today. TGD taught me how to spot the trades yesterday. Puts, calls today. JD, man, you are a beast. I'm so proud of how far you've come, brother. So proud of how far you've come. Guys, many of you may not know this, but JD Seafood is one of TTG's original members. One of TTG's original members. We have a lot of that, actually, guys. We have a lot of original members in True Trading Group that have been with us since our beginning. And that's because flat out bottom line, they're seeing results. Traders are seeing results. They're getting a professional education and they're becoming consistently profitable. And that's why they're sticking around for as long as they are. Glenny Trades. Woo! Glenny, baby. $6,800 profit today, $8,600 profit yesterday. That's a nice week, my man. That's a nice week. Nice, Paul. I'd like to thank Toner. Guys, Toner, that's Chris Toner. He's one of our moderators. He's an option pro. Guy's been trading options for over 20 years. He is one of our moderators in True Trading Group. Paul says, I'd like to thank Toner for the Roku idea today. Made 75%. Then I went back in for another 50% on call options. Whew, that's a big day. That's a big day, Paul. Great job. All right, guys. All right, guys. So I think that just about does it there. That we can kind of wrap up our Q&A session. Gave plenty of time for people to log on and to join us. So that just about does it for our Q&A, guys. So like I said, on this live stream today, what we are whoa, Monarch up $78,000 today. Wow, monster day, Monarch. Great job, Monarch. That's a huge day, my man. That is a huge day. Great job, man. Really great job. Really great job. So guys, when we finish up our Q&A session here, like I said, on this live stream, we're going to be covering a couple things. We're going to recap my 2 trades today. I'm 2 for 2 today. Guys, we're on fire right now, honestly. I mean, we finished 2020. December was a huge month. I was sick for that week with COVID, came back, punched COVID in the throat, came back strong, and I've been on fire to start 2021. Solid all green days so far, guys, and we're going to keep that momentum rolling. 2 for 2 today. NCTY, GHSI, my 2 wins today. Guys, you know what? My members, my TTG family members, sound off in chat if we have been on fire in True Trading Group. My TTG family members, sound off in chat right now if TTG has been on fire. I want you guys just comment in chat. I want to see what you guys have to say, how you guys have been doing over these last couple of weeks. Guys, there you go, guys. Look at all your comments. Look at all your comments. Those are all TTG members, guys, that are commenting there in chat. We've been ripping things to shreds here these last couple of weeks. That's for sure. We've been on fire. All you guys got to do is be in chat to be involved and to get a nice little tan, I guess. All right. Good stuff, guys. All right. So listen, this live stream, like I said, we're going to recap those 2 trades, and then we're going to talk about cannabis. I got a lot of questions today from people about cannabis stocks. With Democrats taking control of the Senate, what does that mean for the cannabis industry? You saw huge moves in the cannabis stocks. We're going to bring on the number 1 voice in the cannabis space. Before we move on to that, I want to see how many of our viewers that are on this live are brand new to trading. How many of you are brand new? If you're brand new, I want you to go ahead right now and type the number 1 in chat for me real quick. Go ahead, guys. Type the number 1 in chat if you guys are brand new to trading. All right, there we go. A lot of ones. Shahor, Thomas, TNX, AJL Webb, Chevelle Benny, Valerie, Kareem, David McAllister, Jason Panion, Wilson Roman. Russell just started yesterday. The Sagittarius says, we love you. No, I love you. Monarch, get out of here with that number 1. You made 78 grand today. Get out of here with that number 1. Eli, Speed Coder, Kathy, Sri, Wolfcraft, FeeFam. Nice. Lance, $12,000 profit today. Lance, great job, my boy. Great job. Really great job. All right, Michael Martinez. Boston Bitcoin Company says, yes, TGG has definitely been on fire, so much so I had to make sure my building is up to fire code. Yeah, we actually had to upgrade our fire retardant materials in the TGG office. Aloha, Bradley. Guys, we have a lot of brand new members that are here in chat. I want to see, for those of you that are brand new, what are your goals with trading? Why do you want to get into trading? If you guys are brand new, if you type the number 1 in chat, why do you want to get into trading? Go ahead and type your goals for me right now. Retire my husband. Jessica, you're a hell of a wife. Boston Bitcoin Company. I won't repeat that. CRW says, for fun. TNX, I just lost my job. Okay. Financial freedom, education, retirement. 30K in debt. I want to fix that. Want to retire early. Want to buy some land. financial freedom, pay off my house, to learn how to get into some winning stocks, make more money, help those that can't help themselves, like animals, babies, and the elderly. God bless you, Miss Tiny Trader. Retire young, funds for my 4 grandbabies. Nice. I plan on getting fired soon. I want to be my own boss. Single mom for 12 years. I need a break. Education to pass it on to everyone. Sean wants a Patek 5726. They're tough to find, man. It took me a while to find mine. It took me like 3 or 4 months to find mine. Drink a Macallan 18 with Mike Edwards. I like that. I'll never turn that down. I'll never turn down a Macallan 18. Buy a new car. All right, guys, good. Guys, listen. Guys, honestly, all of the goals that you're typing in chat right now, they're all very realistic. They're all very possible. I just want you guys to understand that it's not something that's just going to happen overnight. Okay, just be willing to put in a little bit of work, and you guys can achieve those goals. It's very realistic for you to when you become a consistently profitable trader, to be able to quit your job, to be able to pay off your house, be able to pay off your student debt, be able to retire early. All of these things are very realistic. They're very possible, but they're just not going to happen. You know, you're not just going to sign up and all of a sudden you're just a millionaire and you're just going to retire. Okay. Trading is not a get rich quick scheme. You know, it's just like any other skill. Okay. If you wanted to become an expert blank, you'd have to work for it. You know, you're not just going to wake up one day and become an expert lawyer or an expert surgeon or a professional football player. You don't just wake up one day and that just happens. There's a lot of work that goes into that. If you guys are willing to put in a little bit of work, a professional education can help get you to achieve goals of financial freedom that you never thought were possible. I'm an example of that. If you asked me, you know, when I was 20 years old, if I thought this is where I would be at the age of 35, I'd say no way. There's no way that I thought I would have achieved the level of success that I have up to this point. Okay. And the skill sets that I've developed over the years, going back to when I started working at the fund, has allowed me to go down certain paths in my life to get to this point. Okay. But I never thought that this was possible. And the beauty about being a trader is all you need is internet. You can trade from anywhere in the world, and there truly is no limit to your upside. Okay. So the more you're willing to put into it, the better you're willing to you become, the more profitable as a trader you can become. You want to make 100 grand, 200, 500, a million, 2 million. There's no limit. There's nothing stopping you from making that as long as you guys continue to progress. Okay. So with that being said, I want to make sure that all of you that typed the number 1 in chat, okay, all of you that typed the number 1 in chat, I want to make sure that you guys, if you're looking to get started, okay, a great place for you to get started is with our 7-day trial. Okay. We do have it's called our TTG3 trial program. It is a 7-day trial that gives you 7-day access to our member dashboard with access to 3 trial courses that are guaranteed to make you a better trader. Whether you've never traded stock a day in your life or you've been trading for 10 years, guys, these courses are guaranteed to make you a better trader. These courses are probably worth a few $100. They're included with your trial. You get access to all of our trading records. You see we're fully transparent in TTG. Okay. We're fully transparent in TTG. Wow. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to pause for a second. Jessica Woodward says, I have 3 kids, homeschooled, study TTG courses at night. I wake up and trade all days. It takes work and dedication. TTG is so worth it after losing thousands. I'm finally profitable and excited to trade. If anyone is making excuses for not having time, I don't want to hear it. Look at that. If anyone is making excuses, Jessica Woodward, I have 3 kids, homeschool, study TTG courses at night, wake up and trade all days. It takes work and dedication. TTG is so worth it after losing thousands. I am finally profitable and excited to trade. There it is. Mic drop. Okay, there it is. So I don't want to hear the excuses. You guys are willing to put in the work. You'll get out of it the work you put into it. And you'll get out of me the effort you put in. The effort you put in, I'm going to give you that effort right back. All right. So what I was saying is we're fully transparent and teaching you guys. You're going to see all of our wins, all of our losses. We keep a full trading journal and record of all of our trades so you guys can track all of our performance. And you're also going to get access to our due diligence tools that give you actually include free analyst ratings on stocks. And you're going to get 3 days of access to our live trading chat room to trade with myself and the rest of the THD fam live. Okay, so in our chat room, go on the screen. The other moderators share their screen. We're live on the microphone, talking to you, giving you real-time audio analysis, what we're seeing, what we're buying, what we're selling, what we think is going to happen next. We tell you guys what we're doing before we actually do it. So I come on the microphone, I tell you I'm about to buy the stock before I actually buy it. All right, so you guys will get 3 days to trade with us in the chat room live. It is only a one-time payment of $3. Okay, it is only a one-time payment of $3. That is it. Okay, that's less than a cup of coffee. Oceania says, I'm running multiple businesses and I live in Maui. I have to get up early, but I still do it and trade every day. Oceania, first of all, I'm jealous of you for living in Maui. Props to you for waking up early and trading with us each and every single day and achieving your goals of financial freedom. I love it. Okay, so I don't want to hear the excuses of other people that say they don't have time. All right. So like I said, guys, go to ttgthree.com. That is the URL for our 7-day trial. That's our TG3 trial program. It is not reoccurring. There's no auto renew. It is a one-time payment of just $3. Okay, that's less than a cup of coffee. You can upgrade to a full membership at any time during your trial, but you are under no obligation to do so whatsoever. Okay, if you don't sign up to be a full member, when your trial is over, it just expires. There's no auto renew. Okay, so again, guys, ttgthree.com. The URL is right there at the bottom of your screen. Okay, now, before I get into the trade recaps of the day and then talk about some cannabis stocks, I want to see some likes, damn it. All right, I want to see some likes. Let's go. I want to see 500 likes, guys. Show me how much you appreciate the time, energy, and effort that goes into all of these live streams every single night to give you guys golden nuggets of information to help you become consistently profitable traders. Go ahead, guys, right now and smash that like button. Listen, I got an orange here that I've been dying to eat, so I can sit here and wait and eat my orange while you guys go ahead and smash that like button. I'll wait. I want to see 500 likes, guys. We got about 100 more to go. Now I got about 90 more to go, guys. Keep smashing that like button. Sherry, I like your style. Sherry says make it 600. I'll stick to 5. I'll stick to 5. We got a lot to. We have a lot I want to get through here tonight. The orange is great. Actually, Paul, my orange is great. Thank you very much. Guys, let's go. About 60 more likes. Let's go. Come on. You guys want to learn? You're going to learn today. Shug made me smash it. All right, guys. You're killing me. You're killing me. You guys must not want me to keep doing these lives. Look, there's
Smash me or nobody gets a Rolex.
Now we're giving away Rolexes. It's crazy. 25 more to go, guys. I'll keep eating my orange. Tracy says there's heavy resistance at 475. 9 more. That's it. 9 more. 7 more. Let's go. 7 more. Six more. Can we do it? Can we break through the resistance level? Ah, there we go. 501. I mean, thanks, guys. I mean, really, don't I mean, listen, I don't mean to pull your leg, all right, or hold a gun to your head. Jesus. All right. So, guys, take advantage of that 7-day trial, TTGTHREE.com. All right. Now, I'm going to recap my trades here real quick. 2 for 2 today, NCTY, GHSI, my 2 wins on the day. And then I'm going to bring in the Wolf of Weed Street, and we're going to talk some cannabis, guys. Let's take it over to the charts. All right, we're going to start off with NCTY. All right, this is my first trade of the day, guys. I left a ridiculous amount of money on the table on this NCTY. I'm actually pretty upset about it. Let me pull up my trade alerts. Okay, so before I actually get into the trade itself, let me actually just talk to you guys real quick. The lesson I want you to take away from NCTY, really, it's not even a technical one as it is a mental one, because I left so much money on the table on NCTY, but I'm not overly upset because I still had a nice P&L day. You know, like, if you guys leave money on the table, don't get upset. Like, yeah, of course you're like, oh man, I could have made more, but don't beat yourself up. Oh, you beat yourself up over it. It's not worth it. If you're going to beat yourself up when you make money and you're going to beat yourself up when you lose money, when are you ever going to pat yourself on the back? It's important to help you build confidence, to help you stay level-headed, and to help you to go after and attack some of these trades when these opportunities present themselves, and not be second guessing yourself. So that's really, I left so much on the table on NCTY, but I didn't really let it get to me. The stock ended up going to like $23 after hours, guys. I sold it today at like $11.50. Okay, just to give you some context. So I left an insane amount of money on the table, but it happens. All right, it happens. So let's go back to the charts. All right. So NCTY, I was looking at this $10 level as my level of resistance. This is the key that I want you guys to focus on here. Yesterday's high, $10 resistance. Then as I zoom in, initial morning high, $10 resistance. We gapped up, pulled in, and then ripped through that $10 level, broke through not only what was the initial morning high, but it was also the prior day's high. And when we did that, we did it on the heaviest volume of the morning. Okay, we're down the heaviest volume of the morning. So once we broke through that level, I came right in here on that pullback, and I got long at $10.20. Long at $10.20 at 9:39 a.m. And the stock right away just starts to rip, and I just start peeling profits off the table. Took some profits off at 10.88. Took more profits off at 11. Where are we? At 11. I'm trying to find my next timestamp. Where can I find my last time? So 11. Oh, bear with me, guys. Here we go. 10:18 a.m. 11:43, which is right up here on that new high. And guys, I actually read this as a failed new high with an increase in volume on the rejection and light volume on the new high. This is typically a bearish signal. And if I see a stock do this, 99 more times out of 100, I'm probably going to exit 99 more times out of 100. And I got flat my position right there. So there's my entry. There's my take profits. And as you can see, I left a ton of money on the table. Okay. I left a ton of money on the table on the stock later in the day, but I read this as a bearish signal. Listen, nothing works. No signal, no setup, no indicator, no warning sign, no red flag, no nothing is going to work 100% of the time. I left a lot of money on the table here. It ended up holding VWAP beautifully. I really thought the stock was going to pull back after this, after that failed new high on low volume. It was a low volume new high, right? It was a low volume new high. And the stock immediately pulled all the way back to retest the support level it just came from. And that was actually your increase in volume. So I read that as a sign of weakness, and I bailed. I read that as a sign of weakness and I bailed. Obviously, hindsight 2020, I should have stayed in the position, but that's a warning signal that has saved my ass countless times in the past when the stock then rolls over and then fails. So that's a warning sign that, listen, it caused me to miss out on making more money today, but over the length of my career, that bearish signal exiting at that point has saved me way more money than what it cost me for making there today. But still a profitable trade. I'm not going to get upset about it. The stock extended higher after hours. You saw this massive short squeeze after the market closed. You saw the stock go from 14 all the way to 21. Okay, this stock remains on watch for tomorrow. All right. So, does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions about NCTY before I move on to GHSI? Nope. Cool. Good. Good. Great, guys. Awesome. Okay, cool. Let's go back. Now let's talk about my second trade of the day, which is GHSI. And this is where I'm keeping the I'm keeping the kind of the theme of what has been the theme of the last week is these cheap stocks are making crazy moves. GHSI, these like 70 to 80 cent stocks, when they gap up, they're just running to $1. You know, this is like the fourth or fifth stock this week that is that 70, 80 cent level that runs up to $1. And I've just been capitalizing on them. I don't normally trade stocks this cheap, but the action it's just there. The action is there. So GHSI, this is a beautiful example of trade line support. Okay, this is a beautiful example of trade line support. You even have a little bit of a wedge pattern that formed here. All right, so here's your little wedge pattern. Okay, so there's your little wedge pattern. We talked about wedges last night, didn't we? Didn't we talk about wedge patterns last night? So here's your little wedge. Okay, there's your wedge, right? So there's your wedge. So what I did was, guys, I came and I got long in here after the stock showed me support at the bottom end of the wedge, which was also the trade line. You see this blue line on my screen? That is the 9 exponential moving average. And when I saw this nice little pop here, okay, I also want you to notice the volume. Oops, wrong indicator. I want you to notice, look at the volume that came in on the move higher. Then look at the volume that followed on the pullback. And then look at the volume that came in on the bounce off of the wedge. So again, let me actually make the volume bars bigger so you can see it more clearly. Okay, you guys see that? You see that right there? So heavy volume and then lower volume on the pullback, then another little spike in volume off that wedge. Okay, so nice volume profile there on that wedge. And I came in here and I got long right there at 0.822. 0.822 long there inside the wedge. And then we get a break up and out of the wedge. And what do we see happens when we break up out of the wedge? There's your wedge break. And what do we see? Increase in volume. What did you guys learn from the wedge lesson yesterday? We are taking a lesson that we just went over yesterday. If you missed my live stream yesterday on wedges, go back, watch it. Okay, if you caught that live stream yesterday on wedges, this is taking that lesson and implementing it the very next day to capitalize on a 20% move. Okay, long here inside the wedge, we get the break out of the wedge, we get the increase in volume. And what do we know? What did we learn from yesterday's lesson? Where do we take profit on wedges? In front of the high of the day. So right there, right at the high of the day, my first take profit comes off the table at 8,775. We then break through the high of the day. On the extension, we take another piece of profit at 93, and then we extend even further right up to that dollar mark, and my final take profit at 988, right in front of that dollar level, because that dollar level is resistance, and I wanted to get flat in front of $1. I'll take you guys to their daily chart to look at that dollar level, and as we zoom this back, you will see resistance back here at $1 in September of 2019, and that's also a gap fill from August. Not to mention the dollar is a psychological level of resistance. Okay, so there's my entry, take profit, take profit, take profit, right from the lessons of the live stream yesterday. Picture perfect, using the lessons we talked about yesterday, implementing there for nice profit. Okay. All right, guys. Now, that just about does it. That covers my lessons there on the day. Okay. That covers my lessons on the day. What I want to do here now, guys, I want to start to shift the focus. I want to talk about cannabis stocks. And for that, I'm going to bring in Jason Spatafora, aka the Wolf of Weed Street, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Nobody knows the cannabis sector better than this guy. Has made TTG members a small fortune on these cannabis plays. He's been all over them, in buying the dips, selling the rips since the summertime, and had, I think, his biggest day in the last 52 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, when I bring him in. But an absolute monster day today. So we got big gap ups on all the cannabis names. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, say a big warm welcome to Jason Spatafora. Let me shut this down. Hold on, Jason. There he is. Jason!
Guys, hey, how are you?
It's only fitting you have your MSOS shirt on too.
You know, I had a hat from Apothecarium, and the hat kind of sucked. So
cool. All right, well, Jason, listen, man, it was a huge day today, obviously, for cannabis stocks. Congrats to you. Was this your biggest day in the last year?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a really good month. Today was a really good day. Don't get me wrong. Today was like a McLaren plus a Ferrari day.
Oh, that's a good day. That's a good day.
This is a pretty, yeah. But, I also had some other things, some other investments that I made, go public. So, but it was a giant day for us because today was basically, when we started getting into our positions in TTG in July, our goal has always been like, okay, we're going to do this for a while, and we're going to build up and get to the point when we can see like legalization, like the light at the end of the legalization tunnel. I didn't think it was going to happen in January of 2021.
Yeah.
Because, like a lot of people, I thought that there would be, I didn't think that the Democrats, it was just a tall order when we got in, right?
Yeah.
It was like Trump had to lose, which he was a favorite. I knew like the Democrats would keep Congress. I didn't think that they'd get the Senate. I don't think anybody did.
Yeah. It was a surprise that was where we
it was a complete paradigm shift. It wasn't really until the election that I started actually getting a little bit more aggressive with my positioning and actually consolidating some of my positions and taking a different approach to trading. What I call like seesaw trading on these pot stock, which would be, if you look at some of the pot stocks, they tend to run at different times. So you could have like, let's say TrueLeaf is running one day and then CURLF isn't doing anything. Or, in my case, it was Green Thumb running and CURLF pulling back. And people didn't really understand what the pullback was. And I had a pretty good idea what it was, just based off of, I think it was a lot of insider selling for tax purposes, for capital gains, which they had to do. And we also saw that on Green Thumb at the very end of the month. So I'm busy selling massive position in Green Thumb all the way to 25.50. And I'm immediately buying CURLF because CURLF just isn't moving. But I know that CURLF is probably the best company out there. So I basically shift a position that I was top heavy Green Thumb and move it over to CURLF, and then CURLF starts moving, and then out of nowhere, Green Thumb dips. We take that dip, and then they both fly. You know, I'm like, it was just nuts. And then today, it was just kind of like, you know, I'm watching. I didn't sleep last night. It was just kind of pandemonium. Once Warnock, once they called it for Warnock, I was just like, holy crap. You know, I thought at the very least, they wouldn't call it for Purdue till maybe, you know, middle of the day or after the day. But I think that I was just like, the FOMO is just going to be so intense. I'm just going to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, they end up calling. I mean, they call it for Ossoff tonight after the market's closed for, you know, for the MSOs. You know, and then with all the chaos today, we end up getting a dip, which I end up buying. So I think tomorrow could actually be bigger.
Yeah, let's explain, if you can talk, because everybody was wondering, like, okay, well, what does this mean now for these cannabis stocks? Why? If you can, maybe just explain to people why the Democrats taking the Senate, why is that significant for all these U.S. cannabis stocks?
So it's significant in the sense that, you know, first, let me say that if it didn't happen, nothing would change fundamentally with these companies. Okay. Like, legalization is going to happen. There's, you know, wide consensus and approval throughout the country. 80% of the states have some form of, you know, marijuana. I mean, 80% of the population in the United States has the ability to get some form of, you know, medical marijuana or, you know, adult use, which is recreational marijuana. So it's going to happen. It's a big business, you know, so it's going to happen anyway. Why this is significant is because this is part of the platform. You know, everybody sees that this is, you know, good business, but, you know, Republicans have to, you know, stick to their platform, which is, you know, like the Reagan Republican. And I'm a Republican. It's like, you know, it's the just say no. Okay. You know, they'll fight it as long as they can, right? They don't want to, you know, appear to support it when a lot of them do support it. You know, a lot of them have it in their state, but basically what this is doing is it's expediting the process, right? So this is going to open up a lot of things. First, it's going to start with safe banking, and then we're going to get rid of the 280E designation. The 280E designation is important because a company like, and I've said this before on here, a company like TrueLeave has already paid like $75 million in taxes in 2020. All right. Whereas they would be getting like a $40 million refund if they were, you know, banking and under the same tax code as other companies. So right off the bat, you can add 10% to every company with safe banking, if not more. I'd probably say more. Okay, because that money can be used for expansion. There's an intrinsic value to that money. Second thing is like rescheduling and then just federal legalization. Now, federal legalization is going to take a little while, but it's still attainable in 2020. I mean, I'd say best case scenario, 2022. We'll probably have a rollout similar to Canada where we make medical marijuana, you know, like federally legal. Okay. And then go to recreational. I mean, Canada did it. Nice. Canada did it within a year of each other. So now we've got catalyst after catalyst built up. And so what you saw today was funds just like me and just like everybody else that thought it was a real long shot. I mean, the difference between me and the members of TTG is we played just in case. You know, we got aggressive. We played it as if it was happening. Fund managers didn't play it that way.
You know,
so that's why
we in TTG have also had so much profit on these positions that, like, you know, this is something that you've been talking about for months about the run up in these USOs. I mean, in these MSOs. Yeah. So we have. I mean, TTG members have so much profit going into this.
To give you an idea, you know, I am not a buy and hold investor in cannabis. I never have been. I like to get paid to be in these positions. So I stay active. I hold a core that I don't touch. Okay. And I sell part of my position. It could be anywhere from like 30% to 10%. It doesn't matter. So I'm basically just taking the range that it's giving me. So like today, I sold some CURLF. Okay. So I'll just tell you, I sold 2,500 shares of CURLF at $14.94. Okay. All I did was rebuy those shares back at $14.40. Okay. So I'm getting paid to stay in the position. Almost, it was like $1,200. So I keep that money. And then when it dips, if it dips further, then I buy with that. And we've been doing this. But what that also does is it insulates me from any future dips. And, basically everything that I'm trading right now started with a $7 average. If you take all the times that I've done this on my position, my average is under $3. It's actually, I stopped counting once it got to $3. And if you look at like Green Thumb, my average would probably be somewhere around $8. TerraSend, we got in at 286. It hit 1070 today. Harvest, we got in at 96 cents. It hit 270 today. Cresco Labs, $5. It hit 1172. Power REIT, we got in 870. It hit $40 today, $42. IIPR, $50. It hit, I don't know, like I took profit at $147. It went up another $50. Yeah. So we've been able to stay active on this, and because of the cushion we have, we don't give a shit.
Yeah,
we're like dip. We're like,
we want the dip. We want the dip. We're like the group of traders. We're like, yes, pull in so we can buy more.
People are like, what's your stop loss? And I'm like, stop loss. I'm like, I'm buying.
Yeah.
So
well, that kind of
helped us.
Yeah, and that leads me right into the next question that I had for you, because this is a question that I get from a lot of people. Always is like, whenever someone talks about cannabis, it's always TLRY, Aurora, Kronos. It's always those companies that everybody always asks me about. And now I want to know from you, like, why are you bullish on the U.S. companies long term, but you look at all the Canadian companies as a quick trade?
Okay, so first, let me say this. As soon as the Canadian companies, as soon as the U.S. companies list on a major exchange, the Canadian companies are dead. That's it.
What do you think what is it going to take in order for the U.S. companies to be able to list on a major exchange?
It'll be safe banking. That'll be the first part. But then you need like somebody to hold the stock. You need a major bank to I forget what it is.
So that's banking. I mean, that should open up the pathways for uplist on all these companies.
All of them are going to uplist at some point. So think of it this way. I look at it as I will buy every single dip and keep doing what I'm doing because I think Cantor Fitzgerald put out a thing yesterday that said we are not even close to where the bubble will eventually be. So they're thinking like 5x bubble, okay? Because the difference between, I'll put it in perspective for you. CURLF, which is the biggest company in the United States, has a gross margin of 66%, okay? They've got a market cap of $8 billion, okay? Canopy has a market cap of $11 billion. They have a gross margin of negative 23%. They are trading at an 18 multiple, okay? CURLF is at a 5 multiple. The only reason these things run is because people are stupid, and funds know this.
The Canadian ones you're talking about.
The Canadians, and they can buy them. People on Robinhood can't buy the MSOs. People at Merrill Lynch can't buy the MSOs. You can only buy the MSOs if you've got like Schwab, E-Trade, or if you're, in Canada with a Canadian brokerage.
And I can tell you firsthand, as someone that worked at a fund on Wall Street professionally, we were limited and prohibited from buying OTC stocks, even if I wanted. So if I was at my fund and I wanted to initiate a position in CURLF, I'm prohibited. I couldn't do it even if I wanted to. So you're getting a lot of these funds that are out there that they want exposure to cannabis, but they're prohibited from buying an OTC, which keeps them away from the MSOs and makes them buy Tilray, Aurora, Kronos. That's why the liquidity, the trading volume on those stocks is so much higher than the trading volume on the MSOs. And once those MSOs uplist to a major exchange, that's it. You're going to see liquidity just get sucked out of the Canadian names, because all the people that hold those stocks for cannabis exposure are going to raise that cash to dump it into the US names once they uplist.
Yeah. And really the biggest difference is the Canadian companies have a mountain of debt. They have a mountain of write-downs, just convertibles that are dilutive. Aurora, for example, their biggest facility, which is Aurora Sky, they've scuttled it. Like they shuttered it. Like they laid off 200 people, and the thing that made them Aurora isn't even working.
Crazy.
Okay. Tilray and Afria had to team up. Look, they don't have the difference is they don't have the cash and they're not executing. Whereas the US companies, or the ones that we trade, because there's some duds in the US too, are all profitable.
That was my next question to you was going to be, what's the biggest difference between?
You're talking, like right now, and I heard you on the stream today, like somebody asked, well, why are some of these infrastructure and stuff like moving up? And tech's going down. It's a rotation, so people are looking for value. And we talked about this a couple months ago on a stream where I was like, look, the tech stocks are going to get beat up a little, but that money is going to go into other areas, which is going to like right now, like the five or six companies that make up the S&P, like the bulk of it, yeah, they're going to get hit a little, but those little companies are going to go up, and it's going to support it, and that's what we saw today. So you're going to see this.
You see the top 5 biggest market caps pull in, but the bottom 100 move up. Right.
Exactly. So where else are you going to find value like that in the cannabis space when these companies are doing 40%? Not year over year, but quarter over quarter, and consistently. And guys, it's easy to look at because each state keeps records of how much cannabis was either sold that week and by which company or by month. Illinois, for example, sold $1 billion worth of cannabis being rec.
Crazy.
This year. And that's why you see Green Thumb like running up. Like New Jersey, you're going to start to see crazy numbers coming out of New Jersey because they just went wreck.
And Cuomo gave a statement today that Cuomo said he's for it in New York.
And guys, after that, that's it.
The whole East Coast will be legal.
And New Jersey is basically going to get all the New Yorkers. Like New Yorkers are finally going to have a reason to go to New Jersey.
What do you think are like? What are some of the big game changers for, aside from the Safe Banking Act, which you already talked about? What are some of the things that people should look out for that could be a game changer for the industry, and how long do you think that the bull run could last?
Well, look, I think that besides those like safe banking and 280E, you're going to talk about rescheduling. Okay. Once it's taken off Schedule 1, then that's going to open up cannabis to pharma in a major way. Right now, the only reason that they look, it should be off Schedule 1. So Schedule 1 means that it has no medical benefits, right? GW Pharma, which is a British company, already did a study on cannabis that got FDA approved, saying that Epidiolex, which is their main drug, which is a seizure medication that's derived from the endocannabinoid molecule, has medical benefits. So we already know that that's out the window. Once that happens, then you're talking about, companies like AbbVie, who already have a drug, which is, Marinol.
One of my favorite dividends.
One of your favorite companies. Also, a company I wrote about in 2016 when it was like $40. They're going to expand. Okay. So all of a sudden pharma opens up. which is really bad news for companies that have like pain management, like the Percocets, the Oxycontin, the hydrocodone, whatever. Because if people start using cannabis to treat pain, then you're talking about, it's not like tens of billions, but like hundreds of billions of dollars. Okay, so that's first. So Schedule 1, and then if Schedule 1 goes, or even if it goes to Schedule 2 or 3, you're talking about federal legalization. Okay, and federal legalization, why that's important? It's, right now, if New Jersey and New York, if you and I are business partners and you've got a dispensary in New Jersey and I've got one in New York, I can't bring weed from New York to you. I can't cross the state line. So I'm stuck. It's a really stupid system. The reason, and let me, I'm going to say why banking is important. Right now, these companies are paying, like, they have to do these dilutive offerings, right? Where there's warrants, where there's other stuff. So it's basically, you look at it like they're getting banged for, call it 12%. Okay. Some are getting banged for like 20 to 30%. Not any of the companies that we're in, because we don't trade garbage, but companies do. You're talking about all of a sudden their access to capital goes down to like 3 or 4%, which is, huge for growth. But then, say we get federal legalization, which I think happens. Now we've got these intrinsic things, right? Intrinsic value catalysts, what I call. Like, what happens when Robinhood can trade these things? What happens when Webull can trade these things?
What happens when the 10 million new accounts that Robinhood opened up? What happens when they can buy CURLF?
What happens when the cult comes into them? And they're already they're selling their tech or part of their Tesla at the highs, and they're dumping that money. And all of a sudden they're doing a seesaw trade. They're trading tech, and then weed goes like this. And then, weed has like a Bitcoin type run. So yeah, like that's the main thing.
Yeah. So we talked before, obviously, about like how the US companies are OTC and some people can't buy them. Okay. For those people that are on the live stream that can't buy the US companies like a CURLF, a Green Thumb, a True Leaf, a Cresco Labs because they're OTC stocks, how else can our viewers get exposure to the US companies?
Okay. Yeah. So you could get exposure by either changing your brokerage, but if you can't, you can get like MSOS, which I'm actually wearing the shirt, or YOLO, which is a combination of some Canadian companies, along with like GW Pharmas and some like biotech.
Those are ETFs.
Yeah, those are ETFs. So the only way really is to get exposure to the ETFs. I feel bad that people are seeing this now, but MSOS was $22, and I was like, I bought it at 25 when it opened, and it opened like right as like market was pulling back. But YOLO was like $11. YOLO was 18 yesterday. I think it closed at like 20 or something today.
I think it's like 42, didn't it?
Yeah, so like that's really the way that you do it. And then and look, there's a couple of good offerings that are going to be coming out. Gage Cannabis is coming out, soon, I believe, and they bill themselves as like the True Leaf of Michigan. They're a great company. There'll be a big one. Bruce Linton is on the board. Bruce Linton is from Canopy Growth. I'll buy anything that Bruce is in. He's a champion of the industry. He made all of us a lot of money. And then there's other companies. There's companies that went public today. There's a company called Hemptown that is supposed to be going public. I can't wait for that to, so there's going to be opportunities. So don't feel pressured to just like, I need to buy these things. And if you are going to get a little bit of FOMO, that's okay. Look at it like this. If I told you tomorrow, or if I told you right now that, let's say, CURLF was going to be $30, okay? and in the next 2 years, right? Right now it's 14. Do you care?
Right,
Okay.
exactly. Do you
You
care
know,
if you buy it at 14 or 12?
and I'm telling you right now, it's going to be $20, $30. I can't say when, but you're talking about a market right now that's right now about $25 billion in the US, an illicit market that's about 200 billion.
Yeah.
Okay. And guys, with federal legalization, we don't have to, then we basically take over and we wipe out Canada, because Canada has completely blown their first mover advantage to export into other countries. Yeah. And because of the way that they've managed the companies and have been like fiscally irresponsible, they're not going to have the money to do the type of expansion they were doing in 2017 and 2018. They blew
through all that money they raised.
The U.S. companies are already profitable.
Yep.
So, if like, let's say federal legalization happens in a couple years, what you should be looking out for is specific states getting some type of so Texas is the next big one. New York going recreational will be monstrous. Florida going recreational. Like if Florida goes recreational, this year or next, you just double CURLF and TrueLeaf, because it's a medical state and they're absolutely destroying it here.
Well, here we'll finish. Well, I think we'll finish things off with what are your, let's say, top 5. if you can ask top 5 U.S. cannabis companies that for our investors, our viewers that let's say they can trade OTCs, what are the top 5 that you like the best that have, long-term potential, talking 1, 2, 3 years?
Okay. I mean, all right. So CURLF.
And with, give them the ticker symbols too.
I know. CURLF is the symbol. Biggest company. Flags planted all over the place. They're going to take advantage of New Jersey, and they're going to take advantage of Arizona, but they're going to completely dominate in New Jersey. TerraSend, TRSSF, which is a smaller company, also going to, in New Jersey and other places, really well-run company. Green Thumb Industries, GTBIF, which completely dominates the state of Illinois. Cresco Labs, CRLBF, which is in Illinois. They're in New Jersey. They're in the Northeast. TrueLeaf, TCNNF, which, they're basically the monopoly of Florida right now. They make up 60% of the whole Florida market. So if Florida goes rec, just think about all like that tourism weed that's going to be flowing through. And they're opening up a dispensary like every month. I don't own it. I actually can't own it for my wife like approves plans and stuff for them. It's crazy. So I don't own it. I have owned it in the past. It is one of my favorite companies. I love Kim Rivers. She's a great CEO. Air Strategies, AYRWF. A little known. We took a position in it at like 21.35. I got out at just under 24 and tried to catch a dip, and now it's at like 29. That's AYRWF. And then, there's some speculative companies like Harvest, HRVSF, which is, they're the biggest operator in Arizona. I'd say like those are for the MSOs. I like other companies, but, those I think are the bread and butter.
Cool, man. Awesome.
Okay.
Well, bro, listen, it's always fun talking pot stocks with you and picking your brain. You've made a lot of money for a lot of our TeachD members and for a lot of our YouTube viewers. So it's nice to see all the work over the last few months to come to fruition. Thank you for joining me on this live, Wolf. You're the man, and I will see you in chat tomorrow. Guys, listen up. You want to make sure you get your butts in chat. Take advantage of that 7-day trial. It is right there at the bottom of your screen, ttgthree.com. That'll get you guys in chat with me and the Wolf, and you can trade those cannabis stocks with him on a daily basis. Wolf, thanks, brother. We'll see you later. All right, guys. Great stuff. What a live, man. What a live. I mean, this is why I love doing this stuff with you guys. So much information, so much diversity, just giving you guys as much information as we possibly can to help you become consistently profitable traders and also build some wealth in the meantime by giving you guys some really good long-term investment portfolio ideas. If you guys remember, just about a week ago, I gave you guys a new stock that I added to my long-term portfolio. That was GAN. GAN in at $19 and change. That stock already up to $23, $24 today. I'm not picking any profits. I plan on holding for the long haul. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little cannabis talk with the Wolf. I want to do right now, real quick, I want to do a little quick roll call. I want to see who is with us here on this live that is not yet a member of True Trading Group. Go ahead and type the letters TTG in chat right now if you are still not a member of True Trading Group. If GAN goes to 50, will I get out? Not necessarily will I get out. It depends on what the company, it depends on the state of the company and the state of the industry. It's a long-term investment for me. Nick Beeman, David McAllister, Emma, Jag, Diane, Ray, Jason, Jaleese, BM, Rhonda, Brian, Dylan, Easy Juice, Jeff, Walt. Oh, Brian just signed up last night. Brian, welcome to the family. Oh, Steve Kenny just joined the trial. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Kenny Peterman. We have Cup Tongue, Curtis Mayo, RV Thomas. Beautiful, guys. We have a lot of non-TTG members that are joining us here tonight. I love it. I love seeing all those non-TTG members. For those of you that just typed the letters TTG in chat and are continuing to type the letters. Oh, Showru just signed up for the 1-year plan yesterday. Beautiful. Wolfcraft joining the trial now. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. For those that are typing TTG in chat right here, right now, pay attention to the next things that are going to come out of my mouth because I'm going to tell you guys about a little bit more about what TTG is all about because we are a lot more than just a chat room or a trade alert service. We truly are a platform that teaches the everyday person how to stand on their own 2 feet and be consistently profitable. Okay, I'm going to start with explaining to you what you actually get as a member of TTG because we actually take the top premium trading tools and products, we bundle them together as part of your TTG membership. With your membership comes included a Benzinga Live Pro news feed that gives you live breaking up to the second news alerts directly in our chat room. We also have a Squawk Box feature that allows you to turn on your speakers and listen to the news headlines as they come across the wire instead of reading them. You also get full book level 2, level 1, and real-time options data that also comes with a trade simulator that lets you trade stocks and options with fake money with real-time data so you can implement what you learn in the courses, practice it with fake money before you start trading with real money. You also get a trade ideas real-time preset scanner that is streamed directly to our members every day. That includes stocks that are making new highs, stocks that have unusual volume, top gainers, leading gappers, all that included on your trade idea scanner. This is all included. You also get access to the TradingView Pro charting software when you sign up to True Trading Group. All of these products and services are top products and premium services that the top traders in the industry use. They are all included with your membership, totally free and no additional charge. You're going to get a minimum of at least 10 easy to follow, actionable real-time trade alerts from a community of traders with a 79% win rate. That means 79% of the time that myself or one of the other moderators calls out a trade, it is a profitable one. Okay. There are no upsells in True Trading Group ever. You pay one price, you get access to everything that we have. That includes a 15-course professional trading curriculum that was written and designed by myself, an award-winning hedge fund trader. Guys, when you sign up to TTG, you get all of our courses. You don't sign up and then, oh, wait, these VIP courses or pro courses cost more. You get all of our courses. That includes beginner and foundation courses, advanced courses, option courses, trader psychology courses, swing trading courses. We even have a course on how to do your taxes. All of this is included, okay, at no additional charge, no upsells. You get all of it. Those courses are in text and video format. And you also get access to, in addition to the courses, a video library with up to over 90 hours of additional educational video content. This is recorded workshops and webinars that myself, the other moderators, have conducted over the last several months, uncovering various trading topics. You can go back and watch all those videos, and you'll also be able to now start to attend those workshops and webinars live and interact with the members, interact with the moderators, ask questions. You guys just have access to us in general. Like, you can have the ability to send a private message to myself or the other moderators throughout the day and actually ask us questions, get some guidance, get some mentorship, and just answer anything that you guys are struggling with, you have questions about. You can do that during the day. Okay, all of this is what you get as a member of True Trading Group. And right now, okay, I want to make sure you guys are aware of our New Year's resolution sale that we kind of have going on here, because normally a membership to True Trading Group would cost you $2,212 for the year. However, tonight on this live stream right now, by using coupon code TTG121, you can get a 43% discount that brings the price of your membership all the way down to only $1,254. Okay. Every 24-hour period in the month of January, the price is going to go up by a couple bucks, which means tomorrow the price is going to be higher than it is today. At midnight tonight, the price is going up by a couple bucks. The cheapest you're going to have an opportunity to get a membership to True Trading Group is right here, right now, with coupon code TTG121, because the price is going up tomorrow. Anyone that also signs up by midnight tonight, get this. I'm also going to include, totally for free, my gift to you. I'm even going to cover the shipping. I'm going to give you a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet, which is the perfect tool for you to stay connected on the go, be connected in chat, okay, be able to trade on your tablet as well, because all of our members get access to our mobile app. Our mobile app is downloadable on iPhone and Android. You can put it on your tablet, which will allow you to stay connected to our chat room, view our screen share, and also listen to the audio analysis and get real-time push notifications that are sent through the mobile app, so you can follow along with what it is that we're trading. Even if you guys are busy at work, you're in a meeting, you're at your kid's soccer practice, whatever it is, that's the whole reason why we have developed that mobile app. And that Amazon Kindle is the perfect way for you to stay connected and use that mobile app to get the absolute most value out of your THD membership. Speaking of value, okay, for just $1,254, not only are you going to get the one-year membership, not only are you going to get all the courses and everything that we explained, but let me give you guys an idea of that Benzinga Pro newsfeed I told you about. Benzinga charges $1,188 a year for that membership. Okay, if you want real-time level 2, that costs $990 for the year. A trading simulator, that's $750 for the year. And Trading Views Pro charting software, they charge $720 a year for that service. That is a combined $3,648 in premium services and products that are included at no additional fee when you sign up with coupon code TTG121 and get your membership for only $1,254. Okay, that is for those of you that sign up here tonight by midnight. We'll get that 43% discount, and you will get that free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet. Okay, now everybody that is still on this live that typed the letters TTG in chat, I'm going to make you guys a deal. I'm going to show you how much I believe in TTG, in our education, in our program, and how confident I am that if you put in just a little bit of work, that this can and will work for you. I'm so confident that this is what I'm willing to do for you here tonight on this live. I know this education works because this education is the same education that I received. I didn't figure this stuff out on my own. I was taught. Okay, I'm humble enough to say that. I was taught this. I know what it did for me. It made me the trader that I am today. I see the success that my members are having. It's the same education that they have received. That's why I'm convinced that this can and will work for you, and that's why I'm able to do what I'm about to do. If you sign up, here's the deal. You sign up right now with coupon code TGD121. Do it before midnight, okay? If you complete all of our courses, pass all the quizzes at the end of each course, and do a one-on-one with one of our pro moderators, okay, that is something I'm going to also include for those of you that sign up by midnight tonight. I'm going to throw in a free one-on-one with one of our moderators, okay? If you do all of the above, go through all of our courses, pass the quizzes at the end of the courses, and do your one-on-one with a mod. If you still do not make back the $1,254 that is your membership fee tonight, if you don't make that back at least once throughout your membership, I'm going to give you all of your money back. I am going to offer you right here, right now, a complete full money back guarantee if you do those three things. That is how confident I am this can and will work for you if you are willing to put in just a little bit of effort. I am putting my money where my mouth is. I have just guaranteed your membership fee. That $1,254, if you do those three things and you still don't make that money back, I'm going to give you that money back at the end of your membership. That's how much I believe that this can and will work for you. Again, that is only if you sign up by midnight tonight with coupon code TGG121. You get that money back guarantee and that free Amazon Kindle. And I think we are actually, let me check, because good news, guys, we are actually about 35%, I'd say, maybe the way there. Every 300 new members that we get into Training Group, we raffle off a brand new Tesla Model 3 or $30,000 cash. And we're about 35% of the way there. All you need to do is be a member of True Training Group to have your name included in that raffle. We just gave away $80,000 on Sunday to 2 lucky TTG members. And our next raffle is going to be coming up probably sometime here this month. Just use coupon code TTG121 and your name is automatically included in that raffle for a chance to win either a brand new Tesla Model 3 or $30,000 cold hard cash. Again, all you need to do is be a member of True Training Group to be included in that giveaway. So guys, all you need to do here right now tonight is take advantage of this coupon code TTG121 before the price goes up. The price is going up at midnight every 24-hour period in the month of January. The price is going up by a couple bucks. So tomorrow, it's going to be more expensive to sign up to a membership of True Training Group than it is today. Take advantage while the price is still $1,254. Get that free one-on-one with one of our mods. Get a free Amazon Kindle Fire HD tablet, get that money back guarantee, and get a professional education. Okay? Get yourself a professional education. I don't want to hear like, okay, I get it. New year, new me. But if you guys are not happy with where you are in your trading, it's time you do something different. And the reason why you see so many of my members that are commenting earlier on the live stream, you see they're talking about how much money they made today, and that's cool and that's great. But guys, it's not a secret. It's not magic. It's not anything. It's just an education. You are smart people. If someone teaches you how to do something and you put in a little bit of effort to learn it, you can do it. When I got hired at the fund right out of college, it was my very first job. They did not let me touch a dollar of their money until I went through their educational training program. I have since simplified that education and I've created the TTG curriculum, and that is exactly what you get access to when you join True Training Group. No upsells. You get access to all of it. There's not like, ooh, but now there's a pro package. No, you get access to all of it, guys. You get access to all of it. There's no upsells ever. So it's about time you guys take control of your own future, get a professional education, and give yourselves a chance to become a consistently profitable trader. And what do you have to lose? Because I'm guaranteeing your membership fee. So the only thing you have to lose is potentially never reaching your goals of what you guys typed earlier when I asked you, what are your goals? And you all typed retire early, financial freedom, travel, buy a house, pay off my student debts. That's what you're giving up. You're giving up the potential to achieve just that. Okay. So guys, that's it. Thank you for joining me tonight on this live stream. I appreciate all of you. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications. Don't forget, if you're not ready to join the team full time, we do have that 7-day trial. It's only $3, guys. So one-time payment of $3. If you're not willing to spend $3 to get 3 days in chat to trade with me live, to get 3 courses included with that trial that are guaranteed to make you a better trader, then you don't really want to do this. Everybody can scrap up $3 no matter their situation. It's not a reoccurring fee. It's a one-time $3 fee. You guys can upgrade to a full membership at any time during that trial, but I can't guarantee you that $12.54 price point. I'm not going to give you the free Amazon Kindle Fire. But if you want to try us out and give us a test run, that's the way for you guys to see what a true professional education can do for your trading. and see what it's like to be part of the THD fam and see if THD is right for you. Otherwise, if you guys are ready to join the team full time, lock in that lower price point before the price goes up at midnight. Get that free Amazon Kindle Fire, get a chance to be included or get a chance to win the Tesla or $30,000, get that free one-on-one mentor session, get that money back guarantee, and start to make a difference in your trading. Then you use coupon code TTG121 right here, right now, before midnight. You got an hour and 50 minutes left to do just that. Thanks for joining me, guys. We've been on fire. I told you this before. If you just watch our live streams for the last couple of weeks, you see we are red hot. Get your butts in chat. Trade with me, the Wolf, the rest of the team live. And I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. You guys are the best. Smash that like button if you haven't done so already. I'll see you guys all in chat tomorrow. Have a